Thank you. Yes. It's the 4TENHEADNOD, y'all. I'd like to appreciate all our listeners for tuning in. We're at the interview portion of the show, and I already told you how I was going to bring it to the thing, so don't think I was out there. Because I don't bullshit. I do what I got to do and deliver them. All right? And I'm going to let you know. I'm going to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is that black root, the blackest root you can think of.
If you could see, you would agree.
And I'm light skinned to some people in Ghana, for real. That's a whole, that's a whole nother conversation.
Whole nother convo right there. Y'all, thank you very much for making the time and to come in and build me on a one-on-one so people can get a better understanding of the black root.
Yes, indeed.
Which has been dominating the scene here and elsewhere with his musical stylings. And from all to put it this way, I'm an MC. I've been on the scene for a lot of years or whatever. And I came back on and I'm hearing and I'm seeing and I'm watching the brother. And he's an entertainer. It's not just like you get somebody up there who's rapping with some music or some drums or just faking the bullshit. The guy really has honed his craft. And I had to say, you actually present, the vibe when you perform, my brother. You're like,
wow, thank you, man.
And I gotta appreciate you, because some artists don't do that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna write some dope ass raps, I'm gonna find me some dope ass beats, and I'm gonna get on stage and I'm gonna just say them to the crowd.
And that's it, right?
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I paid money to come in here, motherfucker. I could have stayed home and put on the headphones and heard your shit. Entertain.
Yeah.
And my man Black Root does that. So where you from, man?
Man, I'm from all over the place, man. A long time ago.
Okay, let's go.
Started out as a twinkle in my father's eye.
In his eye?
Before he disappeared. So no, all right. So I was born in the District of Columbia. Raised in DC. Prince George's County, New Carrollton, to be specific. Spent some time in Fort Taunton, DC. Spent some time in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn with my grandparents.
Okay.
And had a lot of family from there.
Medina.
Then I moved to Baltimore to attend college.
Okay.
Also, my mother and my father aren't from this country. So that's a little fun fact. Okay. I am a first-generation American, which is why yo hablo español un poco, and I am also light-skinned from my father's side. So that's how that works.
Oh no, the Spanish part. Explain that a little bit.
Oh, my mother's born in Puerto Limón, Costa Rica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can hit them with a little bit of Latin flavor for them.
Okay.
Los odiadores. That's for the haters.
Very powerful. That's very powerful for here in the United States.
Yeah.
Seeing that it's pretty much the first language, my ladies and gentlemen, is fucking Hispanic. If you did not know that shit, then you need to go learn it somehow, somewhere.
Learn some Spanish, man.
Or get a good friend that'll roll with you all day long, and translate for you. And hopefully they never hate you and cause you to die from digesting food that you are allergic to. But that's me using my imagination. But anyway, back to Black Root. So as an MC, when did you first start, or as a man, period, when did you first enjoy hip-hop? When did hip-hop hit you yo, this is what I want to listen to and play because of whatever?
Man, well, the first time it really hit me was 2001. I was attending Towson University, and I had a roommate by the name of PJ Miller. Lived in Frederick City, but he was from Glen Arden in PG. And he played African Dream by Talib Kweli. And off the Reflection Eternal joint, right?
Yeah, I know the one.
The seed was planted. Actually, I got to start earlier. The seed was planted when I had my first job as a canvasser for the Universal Energy Corporation. So I was setting up appointments for aluminum windows and siding. And I had one of the people who was driving. I was like 15. One of the people who was driving had a very dark green Brougham, and only 2 of the windows worked. So if you were on the driver's back seat side and the passenger's front seat side, you can get air, and it was hot as shit that summer. So everybody would hop in and be like, I got this window, nigga. So it was crazy. So I heard Outkast and I heard Elevators, and I was like, that's cool, man. I don't really hear stuff like that on the radio, because this was shortly after Arrested Development and Public Enemy and all them in the 80s kind of started dwindling off. And somebody had the brilliant idea of labeling gangster rap and that became the predominant thing that you heard on the radio, and then everything got real poppy. And gangster rap is cool, what I mean, because Ice Cube, NWA, MCA, all them, they dope. but there was a level of perception that was changing the landscape of what you heard audibly. You know what I mean? So not to get too much into that, but Outkast kind of planted the seed. Digital Underground planted the seed for me because I didn't hear a lot of witty, cool stuff like that. I heard a lot of poppy. I liked MC Hammer.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because my mother,
wow.
I was a big.
Oh man.
I was a big freaking.
And then what happened?
Before MC Hammer, Anita Baker, Al Jarreau.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Ron O'Neal.
Now, would you associate that with your parents and your upbringing? The reason why that was more.
Oh hell yeah.
Of your earring besides other forms of music.
Yeah. So it was almost like I was here a generation early. Because like 2 or 3 generations early, like 60s, 70s, yo. Because I mean, if it was Bobby Womack, I'm rocking it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I didn't have a car, so I'm riding around with my Walkman, playing Bobby Womack up on 110th Street.
At the age of what?
At the age of 12, 13, 14, jamming. You know what I mean? So when I heard rap music and aspects of hip hop, I was like, okay, that's cool. But I was still vibing with the message from, you know what I'm saying, from reggae, from calypso, from soca, from Latin infused music. Like, man, I was rocking Gloria Estefan and Enrique Iglesias, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when I heard Outkast, I was like, this is something, yo. And then fast forward to college, my man kept trying to get me to hear some other hip hop joints, and I was just like, yeah, man, I'm working, because I was a theater major in college.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, this ain't what I'm saying. It's cool, but I'm gonna get to it. And I was exhausted after a rehearsal, and I was doing sports medicine as well. I was majoring in that. And he played it until it was like, these MCs drink champagne and toast death and pain like slaves on the ship, talking about who got the flyest chain. And I started freestyling shortly after that.
Okay.